Hello everybody, this is Greg, and I'm playing some more Tekkit today on our Tekkit server. And it's been a while. It's been a while since I've been able to do anything Minecraft related. Very busy with, boring old life. But have a little bit of time, so I figured we'd make a quick video here. And so today I'm just going to take a quick look at one of the mods that's in the Tekkit mod pack, which is pretty cool. As you can see, my neighbor here, Mr. Cthulhu, has this fancy force field around his base that I cannot get through, and no one can get through unless he wants them to get through it. And this is part of the Modular Force Field System, Modular Force Field mod. And it's cool. Very cool. So, and I'm super jealous of his force field, so I figured I better make one of my own. And I know Snowco's messed around with it a little bit too. He built a dome by his base, so that's what I'm going to do. So let's go in the base. And I have kind of pre-tested this a little bit, so I know the basics. I'm not going to claim to be an expert on this mod by any means, but we'll kind of go through the very basics here. So what I've done, I've pre-set up a Tesseract. You can see Tesseract down there that will provide power for this force field system. And so there's, as you can see here, all these items are part of the mod, and there's some look like machines here, and then there's these tiles that are like upgrades for the different machines. So very basic stuff you need is the force field projector. Now let's look at the recipes for some of these. They're not too bad, especially late game. You should be able to make this stuff pretty easy. Like all these focus matrices are made out of steel ingots, diamonds, redstone. Steel ingots are made from steel dust, which isn't too difficult to make. Not too difficult. Say just some iron and coal. So if you're into the game a bit, it should not be hard to make these things. So yeah, this is the basic stuff. The focus matrix is steel, and there's some redstone stuff that you need to make. So not too bad. Okay, so basic stuff you need is the this thing here. I'm not even sure how to say that. Coercion deriver, maybe. And you need some Fortron capacitors, interdiction matrix, and biometric identifier. Okay, so that's let's place that stuff. So this thing here, there's all these machines run off of. Here, let me set it up here so we can see. And as far as I know, this works with most kinds of power. I have it set up with the RF. Yeah, that's the kind of power I use, and it works just fine with that. So all these machines run on Fortron, and this deriver converts the power into this Fortron. It's the force energy. So let's crank that on. Let's turn that on. You see it's powering up there. What does this do? Okay. Like I say, I know the basics, so I'm not going to know every single thing about these mods, but I'll explain what I know. Okay, and so that will provide the power for us. And then, of course, we need the force field projector. And let's see, I don't want it sitting. Let's go like this. And you'll see why I do that. There's this cool effect. Or if you turn this on. Oh, I think I need to put this here. So these force fields can have different modes. You see there's a cube mode, and then over here you can actually make a custom mode and make it whatever shape you want. Cylinder mode, pyramid mode, sphere mode, and tube mode. I'm going to go with the cube mode. And these are pretty easy to make as well. Pretty basic, see? Just some of these focus matrices. Okay, so let's put this guy in the middle there. There we go. Okay, so we have power, but it's not going to do anything yet. We need to put down some of these Fortron capacitors. And it's these guys that make the power. Like this guy converts the power, and these make more power, I guess. I'm probably not explaining this very well. So we turn these on. See, and so it's beaming power to these guys here. Turn that on. There we go. So that looks cool. And you know, I should pull that out so it goes, because I'm gonna have trouble getting to that. I'll put another one in there, and then we'll put this guy on top. There we go. Oh, now of course I can't get to that one to turn it on. Ah, brilliant. There we are. Okay. So let's put this guy back on top. We'll put our mode in there. Turn it on. Okay. Okay. So it's not actually doing anything yet. It's not making any kind of force field. So what you need to do is, to increase the size, you need to make a bunch of these scale modules. And we'll take those, put them in there. Let's just grab all this stuff while we're in here. There we go. Okay. So now to actually make the force field bigger, you must open this and put in the scale modules. And each of these that you put in, it requires more power, more of the Fortron. So we put one in. See? Whoa. And so it's just a very small 1x1 force field, which I may have screwed things up already. See, I can't even get in there. Okay, so don't make a force field that's 1x1. Because you'll never be able to get in there. So now what I'll have to do is pop that off. And then wait for the power to run out. Okay, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I fixed my my stupid mistake there. So, what I think I'm going to do now, there's something called a biometric identifier, and this allows you to tell the force field who can and cannot enter the field. And so what I did previously is I made some identification cards. I made one for myself, and also for Mr. William, I made one too. And so if you want someone to come in, or if you want someone to be allowed in, they need to have an ID card. And so that's me. I'm the master of the force field. So now I shouldn't be blocked out of my own force field. Okay, so let's try this again with the size. And let's just say 32. And now 32 blocks is further than I can see in this room. So let's go outside and see where the force field is, if it's working. There we go. We can see it's starting to materialize. And it takes a little bit of time if you haven't modified it with any of the speed upgrades. So it's slowly working. And anytime you modify the force field, it disappears and it has to rematerialize. So keep that in mind. It can take some time to rebuild the force field. So what I'm going to do, let's make it a little bigger. Say 48. Yeah, 48's good. And so we look out here. Yeah, that's a good size. That covers all of my important stuff pretty much. Good. And it goes down pretty far down. So, okay. So that's a good size, I think, for my base. And speaking of the speed upgrade, so there are, yes, here they are, speed modules. If you look here, they're pretty easy to make too. Just more of the steel, you know, the focus matrices. Where'd it go? There we go. And so you can make these speed modules, and it just increases the speed, you know, pretty straightforward. Increases the speed of the device you put it in. So you can put it in the force field projector, you can put it in the Fortron capacitor, basically any of the machines. So that should speed up the process of the force field materializing. Let's take a look. Unless, oh, yep. Okay, so it's using more, my system is using more power. More power than I am producing. So, need to add some more of these guys here. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn these guys on. And you can have this all set up with levers, switches, whatever. Okay. Let's see now. There we go. See, it's materializing out there. And it's materializing faster since I put the speed upgrades in. Pretty cool. And so since I put my ID card in there, I can see. So if I sneak, if I hold shift, it allows me to go through. Now if my ID card wasn't in there, I wouldn't be able to do that, and I'd be stuck outside. Okay, so that's going. I have that guy going there. Okay, so that's cool. So that keeps people out of an area you don't want them in. Now, what if they somehow find a back way in? Like if you have a door, like I do, dimensional door, they can access, or QCraft portal, they still might be able to get in. So what there is a, where is it? An interdiction matrix. And this is kind of your, this is your defense against unwanted visitors, so to say. And so what you can do with this, you can put these different upgrades in it. Like these here, they're anti-friendly modules. It kills friendly mobs that are within a certain area. And this is the same. So like I want my, as far as the area goes, I want it to be the same size as my force field. So I made a bunch of these scale modules and I'm going to drop them in there. So now, oh, turn it on. Turn it on. There we go. And why is that not working? A little buggy. There we go. So it will warn people if they're within 51 blocks of this, it'll give them a warning. And if they get within 48 blocks here, then they will be affected by whatever modules I put in here. So what I've done, I have a block access module. It prevents an intruder from right-clicking on anything, so they won't be able to get into any of my machines or my reactor, that kind of thing. Can't open chests. And then also this one prevents an intruder from placing or breaking blocks. So anti-griefing stuff right there, so that's cool. Okay, so anyone that does not have a card in here, which is just me, let's throw, oh, I can't do that yet, I have to power it down. Throw William in there. Okay, so now William and I can both be in here with no problems. We can modify stuff, break blocks, all that good stuff. So there we go. And then I'll also put in an anti-hostile module, which will kill any nasty mobs within my force field. Probably, oh, they're probably all are. Oh, what about this guy? Why is he alive? Well, it's supposed to kill him. I probably did something wrong in setting it up. Oh, there we go. Have to turn it on. So now that skeleton is probably dead. He better be. Yes, no more skeleton. Very cool. Shoo. And there are other modules you can set up. Let's see, there's one that's a shock. Where is it? Yeah, and I've just kind of scratched the surface of this. There's lots of different stuff. Oh, shock module. Cool. I think I'm going to try that. See what happens. So if anyone touches a force field, they get zapped. So let's make one of these. Where did it go? Oh yeah, that one. Shock module. Did that do it? Let's try. Yeah, sorry, lots of going up and down here. Oh yeah, okay, I modified it. So those walruses, I may have to get rid of them. They keep tripping me up. Oh, yeah, see, there you go, shock. Cool. So if people, you know, try to mess with my shield, they're going to get shocked. Okay, and what else? Oh, there's also these capacity modules, which increase the capacity of the device. So, does that mean it stores more? I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, I'm not sure about that. And there's also something else I experimented on a single player world. It is the, where'd it go? Collection module and the, where is it? Disintegration module. So just the disintegration module will, well, basically it disintegrates blocks within the set radius of your force field. So if you set up, you know, 64 by 64 cube, it will slowly disintegrate all of the blocks within that area. I'm not going to do it here because I don't, you know, want my base disintegrated. But if you have that along with the collection module, it will hollow that area out and drop all of the blocks into a chest. So it's kind of like a quarry, but it's really slow unless you have a bunch of upgrades. It takes a lot of power, so a quarry probably would just work better. But that is something you can do with it. And anti-spawn stuff. And, oh, you know, I didn't really mess with this, so I'm guessing you shift click. Oh, cool. And then you right click anywhere. Oh, and you can control it. So you can turn it on and off from a remote location. Very cool. And okay, so one other thing I'm going to do here is use the, oh, is that right? Yes, camouflage module. So what this does, it doesn't make it invisible like you'd think. You can put a block in there and it will turn, let's see, is there any cool looking ones? Like, oh, unraveled fabric. That's like super dark. I gotta try that and see if it works. Now, is that the really, really black? No, that's not it. It's a really dark one. Do I have any? Fabric of Reality. Let's try that one. See what happens. So yeah, you put a block in here. As far as I know, any block that's in the mod, and it turns the force field in. It doesn't turn it into that. It makes it look like that. So let's give it a try. See if it actually works with that one. Oh yeah, look. Like I said, anytime you change the force field in any way, it has to rematerialize. So look at that. That's cool. I'm going to turn this rain off. It's very annoying. Yeah, so you can make your force field look like anything. You could camouflage it into, you know, the surrounding area, but obviously, mine's not going to look like that. Mine is going to stand out very... Oh, well, that's going to be a problem. Shock myself to go through. Okay, look at that. Isn't that cool? I think I'm going to leave it like that. Freak everyone out. Yeah, this giant black cube. Cool. Yes, so I like this mod very, very much. I should have messed with it a long time ago. It's very good at protecting your stuff. Very, very good. And it's almost done. Yes. Now that looks like chunk errors. Almost. I think I'm going to leave it. That's cool. So let's go through. There we go. Oh, look at that. Pitch black inside. Nice. That looks so cool. I got to say, that is really cool. Ah! I may take that. I'm going to end up killing myself if I'm not careful. Okay, is there any other cool ones? You know, I'm not sure what all of these do. I guess I'll leave that up to you guys to mess around with. Glow, I know that makes the field produce light, which is cool. So yeah, I may mess around with this a little more and try some different shapes, some custom sizes, that kind of thing. Oh, I was going to try this. Let's see. Oh, I love this. Look how cool that is. I can be my own little world if I want. Let's try this remote. Uh-oh. Maybe I'm out of range. I must be out of range. I was going to try to shut it off. How close do I need to be? Come on. Do I need to be in the field? And then if I turn this off, does it go away? Yep. Cool. And then I can turn it back on. Nice. Very cool. So yeah, guys, this mod is really, really cool. Like I say, I should have done something with it a long time ago. Very neat. And it looks cool too. Just look at those beams coming out of it. Pew, and the like hologram on top. Very nice. Very nice. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. And whoa. And of course, you know, give us a like, leave us a comment, all that fun stuff. And we will see you next time, guys. That's really cool. Okay, see you guys. Bye.